With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a give right side. It's James. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Back two is the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Man open, Rice, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jerry Rice, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson now off the bootleg. That'll be caught by Rice. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense.
They'll run on first down. It's James, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From just shy of midfield, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
53 is the mic.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The stadium itself might be a bit newer, but it's a rivalry that still burns hot. And here we go, the Battle of the Bay from Santa Clara.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. 65. 65.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Steve Young. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I don't wanna be.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Number 53. Not 53. Exit.
On first down, James. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a give right side. It's James. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Check the backer.
They'll run on first down. It's James, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now. Dickerson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Here's Ray Guy now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. No score after one on EA Sports. First down, James. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's James. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When people talk about versatility, you should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an All-Pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
70, Indy.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 23. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. They'll run on first down. It's James, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. James. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Yardage here, back to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Yo, go! Get it!
Now Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Go now! 60 outlaw! You! Hey, Delta! Fire!
Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Rock it! Patch it! Go!
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded at the 2. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's James. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
James, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there.
Back.
You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
That
didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Travel bus for a head-to-head game. And
Oh,
look, I know nothing about.
It's all right.
It's all good.
On 2nd down now, it's
Yeah,
James.
Yeah.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gotta come back.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Blitz everybody again, bitch. I'm throwing
Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, yeah. That's how you catch
He
it,
won the fight for the football. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Give the old bootleg on your ass, son.
Mm-hmm.
And then threw a dot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hell yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Just leave it open, man, so you can see it.
Oh, it's open. It's been open. It was open when I'm open.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the
boy.
momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun.
Oh, come on. Why didn't you pick up the fucking
he's
block?
going to go down
You
again.
fucking dick sucker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
I do not get
It's
how
a gain of
defensive
4 as we
linemen
slip inside of 4 minutes left in
stick up.
regulation.
Stick
Randy,
to
you know
your
how many times we've
fucking
done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4
catch up
fingers
to
for
Lamar.
quarters
Makes no
hours.
sense.
Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back,
Safety, bitch.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Kind of proud of you, son. Kind of proud of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
What about it?
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
You can literally make it. That's why you have fucking Hot Rod Master, you Chachi.
Just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
Come on,
and that'll be
fucking ball, you
incomplete.
bitches.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
We gotta find something out here. We gotta have one good play. One good play out of all these fucking plays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh, yeah.
And the blitz does come. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's James. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm not shutting down like I do in the asshole.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Being a dickhead.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Oh, drop
incomplete.
That's it.
They
You're
had
all
to
fucking
go
fired.
for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts. I feel like they have this one in hand.
Now Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Esther, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
Yeah. Hey, check out your man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on him.
Gator.
This is Mostert.
I mean, you can. I mean, unless they hide it really
Just
well,
a gain of
RD,
2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Know.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for San Francisco.
It was only on loan in case you didn't know.
Now you know.
Motherfucker. Hey, look at that shit. Yeah, there you go.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Made a bounce forward. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, because we're flooding you out, son.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
That was probably the best elite player pack I've had all year. I got an 89, an 84, a 91, and an 81.
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw.
Not complaining.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a leg every time.
Or call timeout.
I ain't got one. I ain't got none. I'm out.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
I need something here. What am I going to use ranch for, baby? I'm going to put ranch on pizza?
On the crust.
The hell's wrong with you?
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it third and long. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time.
Just because I don't want my little playbook. There's a reason why. What playbook did I pick? Did I pick 49ers or the Oakland Raiders?
You tell me, G.
I can't remember. There ain't nothing on the plate, dummy.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got
switch to Hulu.
Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
Switch to Hulu.
Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up.
WWE Network.
What you say about my mama?
If you bring anything else, fuck that up. Word to God. Yeah, I'm working on this playbook. I'm gonna have it ready for Derby. I just got bored with this game last week.
Say that again, RD. My bad.
I just got bored with this game last week.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. Shit. So I haven't been really staying up playing squads, to be honest.
I mean, because they're not adding nothing new to it.
Right.
And everything that I can do, I already did.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Whatchamacallit, supposed to, tornado and rain from all that gay-ass hurricane, tropical storm. Shit, I think I'm about to blow. Unless Madden gets on, I'm about to play Call of Duty. Fuck this shit. I played 3 solo battles, and I'll play that shit tomorrow. Unless you want to play another head-to-head RD.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
But you have to have your abilities,
to
dudes
start out
at
here,
safety.
2nd and 11. On second down, this is Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You ran it twice.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I hate it because it's hard to fucking... When they throw that out route on this, it's hard to get over there to get it.
On third down, Griffin. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A third down gain of 19. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Looking to throw again on second down. Griffin.
Oh, the motherfucker in the middle of the field.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
He tricking you? He getting tricky. He getting tricky. He getting tricky.
Now they are with that fucking near close to
and he's going to get this inside the 30.
The only reason people run it is because people pay that dude.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and they've got the
run the scheme that the dude that came up with it.
New set of downs gives us
Throne and Dubby are the 2 dudes that came up
things
with
up.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Fucking brother paying them to use it.
Oh yeah, Throne's like one of the most popular YouTuber Twitch dudes out there, and then so is Dubby. Dubby's pretty.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And able to get him.
I'll play you. I ain't fucking with that.
I'm already in COD, bruh.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is.
I didn't tell you to quit. I said you said it sounded like you were gonna give it a shot.
I was there for a second until I noticed I ain't gonna be able to stop it, and it ain't gonna matter if I score if I can't stop this shit. But well, I'm not going to a fucking squad game with randoms.
I would not do that.
Since nobody plays with me no more.
Are you dumb?
Motherfucker.
You could have played last night. I literally played 1 game with them and then got off, bro.
Madden would play with
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes. You got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it
all
very
he
well,
wants you to do is pay the fuck attention. And for some reason, when you play with us, you get sidetracked. Wipe, eating, laying down, you tattle on yourself, so we already know, bro. Just fucking play the game, dude. It's okay if you gotta have a cigarette or fucking drink. Tell Madden I need a minute. I'm fucking up over here.
And no run back
just
here.
fucking
This will be a
tell us, bro.
And it
That's
comes
all.
out to the 25-yard line.
I try to be focused. I really do. But sometimes it's just impossible.
No. Good shit, that's ninja.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, and that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Oh my God.
And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'll use safety for a second.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, you fucking garbage.
Side complete. It's Holt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
That motherfucker got hit so hard, he just collapsed. He didn't even fall down, he collapsed.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, he's going to go for it all.
This is
Touchdown, Baltimore.
I like him line, don't get no fucking pressure.
37 yards.
QB container.
And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had
it all
the right
depends
call
on the
against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Shit, you're going to run.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
I hear you with the ball. Bubba, shut the fuck up.
She's scared.
On 1st down, it's James. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Which
allowed them
blood?
to disrupt the play.
It's not out of them.
Not out of the one Madden runs, right?
It probably is.
Out of gun tight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Well, it really works
They snap it
against
in
more
one. Now it's Jackson.
cover 2 RD.
Man open, it's Moss complete.
That'll work, though.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Drag.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove
try
it with
that. Well, you
excellent
don't got
pace.
that gun spread.
Money throw right there
like
to
to
move
see.
the sticks.
I don't think so.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I got hella fucking fail.
And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm gonna try some shit here. I'm gonna try some fucking wiggle on.
Again, Jackson. Over the middle, complete.
I don't know how
It's
I didn't
Holt.
get sacked there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He was so
And
close
forget
to
about the
making
run to
control
set
of
up the
it, by way.
pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Jackson now. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
First down, bitch.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
I don't play give
And
me.
they just keep marching right
Take what you
along.
give me,
1st
bitch.
down on a pickup of 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. James has got it. Complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Slot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Oh,
He
he's
fires
jumping
one that's
for it.
intercepted.
Fucking cops.
Brian Dawkins, the safety,
You
with a
know how
pick.
I'm Jackson, son. Come here, bitch.
And now
Yeah,
look
they're
at
getting
him
him.
go.
That's what I did.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Fucking lucky bastard. I should just do it to drag her out.
1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson rolling to his right. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
My favorite play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
That
What do we have on
motherfucker
this
stopped
play
his
sheet
juke
that
right
can
in the middle
work?
here.
Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Fuck it. Where's this wrong with this shit?
Throwing is Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over.
Oh, there's no way the gas is killing me already, man.
They gassing you? They gassing you?
Yeah, when you play this Warzone shit, fucking the gas like closes in on you, and then you're fucked, dude. I didn't realize it was that fucking fast.
Alright, let's go. We're going in again. I need fucking 6 more wins. I only got 1 win since I trade playbook. This is how you get good with the playbook. Keep using it.
Pussy.
Tell him, die, bitch, die.
Yeah, they send you, it's called a gulag RD. So fucking, basically you have a chance to fucking like redeem yourself to be alive.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here. Yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's a very short kick taken by Nutman, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah, Seth only got 2
receivers. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin. 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
All right, come on, let's go.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch.
Why would I not?
And take it. Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and they're clearing space.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's James. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, you hear it? You hear it?
Oh, yeah.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Yeah, tosses are kind of rough this year.
Oh, yeah. They give him a fucking 8 meter. No tosses for you, bitch.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's called. It's
still call it, son.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's my religion. But
now Jason Elam for the field goal try. Elam's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Oh, heaven.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Benjamin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of him. Live to fight another down.
Match kind of
from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What's it called, RD? Like, when a person goes by the zone, they're supposed to man up whatever it is.
Good protection that time, and they
like
couldn't
they're supposed to man
one. Now it's
the
3rd
coverage.
down.
Yeah, we're going to go cover 3 match. So this cover 3 skies.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They have field goal or give me a ball back. Shit. We're going to cover 3 matches.
Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
I got it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, James. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. On second and very short, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nick Bosa. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. It's James. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Yeah, me by 7 though.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I haven't used Derek Nicholson yet. trap. We're going to trap.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Yeah, we're still going to run it, though, even though we're going to sack him.
On second down, Dickerson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Lucky son.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Number 4 now,
Elam able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need
you just
him late in the
magically
game,
knew
his
I was
confidence
there,
should be sky
faggot.
high.
Oh, man.
Like, there he is.
That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, cover 3 match game. Since it worked so good in the first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over.
Let's do it.
Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're fucking lit up.
Throwing on 1st down, it's
the
Jackson.
revival's wrestling.
Benjamin's got it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They fucking,
With the AEW.
Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Should have went to 49ers.
Stenerud on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
I'll be right back, RRD. I'm going to go in game chat in a minute.
Okay.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to go.
And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the...
don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me, cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, when you're posted, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't real for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, them out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
What?
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it, escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Mostert, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, James, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down now. It's Jackson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6.
And it's a fumble. And the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd and 9, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends. Plays for an offense.
Oh, hell yeah. Hopefully this dude fucking buys me back. Shit. Come on, he fought both those other motherfuckers back
and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson now off the bootleg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. But now it'll be 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers.
So y'all got dogs watching Wildcat?
Drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does
I'll be right back anyway. I'm in the
down.
game chat. So.
Here's Ray Guy now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton.
I'm back. About to load up, coach. Damn. So close, bro. Made it down to fucking 20 people.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
Yeah.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lawrence Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
You don't know.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
I just don't like when he be talking on the phone. I'm like, man, I can't concentrate while you talking in my ear.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage.
I mean, if they run, if you run that shit, you gotta fucking have it on conservative, because if not, you're gonna fumble.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Flushed out right. That's complete to Sharp. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Yeah.
Mike, 53.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in
you're
sync.
The one, you're pinching the line, homie.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
You gotta tell me what you want, DC.
Here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
So what, y'all couldn't stop the Wildcat, the one you said,
and vision. Sometimes
in this
you
playoff?
see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's going to be a long day. 57.
Jackson now. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
If you run that 4-4, you gotta put whoever your abilities, if you have abilities, on the safety at cornerback.
You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Ray Guy now.
Did he
kick it away for the second time? And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
I accept it. That's right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller is just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay. I even got your fucking playbook that you've been wanting me to get. Ain't doing very great with it yet.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
That's who I has to play with. I ain't gonna be doing nothing.
From the 29, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
That's probably the same guy that plays with Roger.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Yeah, well, you have to pay to do it second time.
Now Saquon Barkley. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Just go ahead and fucking break your team down.
Elam's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
He did play with them after that. I'm like, do you, man? I was like, I won't play with that fucking fun pitch.
Right, you go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
I could care less about that. You dogs, I know
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
and I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them.
Always got to try
to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. On first down, Peyton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Jackson eluding, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
You got 4 yards for it?
No, I've used it before, I do.
Oh, you ain't got it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
I don't want. Hold on, I might have it because I did do their stadium.
Oh, they're
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that.
I think you can get it for 150 training in the store.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, the girl fucking hit her with the fucking belt.
Do you know that fucking...
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa able to run it down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on. That's the ball, bitch.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Garbage.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Okay.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Pino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rocket, I'll make the jump. Everybody lives. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Going in, coach.
What?
So going in.
Well, you don't want a rematch yet?
Oh, yeah. You want a rematch? Let's do it. Let me a rematch. You mean you want a rematch? Because I was winning the game, sir.
Yeah, but you gotta leave, so that